Make no mistake.
We're trying not to, but you, President Obama, and Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett are trying to spend $810 million to build a high-speed train line between Milwaukee and Madison.
Now let me be clear.
No, let me be clear. I'd rather take that money and fix Wisconsin's crumbling roads and bridges.
This isn't about me.
You're right. It's about Wisconsin's hardworking families who are going to have to pick up the tab.
It won't happen overnight.
Construction for this boondoggle will begin this fall and end in 2013.
Change isn't easy.
But stopping runaway government spending is. I'm Scott Walker, and if I'm elected as your next governor, we'll stop this train. Working together, we can help put the government back on the side of the people again.
Yes, we can!
Want less government and lower taxes? I'm Scott Walker, and I know how to get the job done.
Starting right now, the future of high-speed rail in Wisconsin is in Scott Walker's hands, and Walker today made it clear he remains committed to stopping the train.
My position has not changed. I assumed all along that we'd have to be looking at several legal options to try and stop the train between now and January 3rd.
But today, Doyle, Wisconsin's leading high-speed rail advocate, said he's giving Walker control of the train, that he won't push the project forward between now and Inauguration Day, only to tangle the state in a legal mess. But he cautioned the governor-elect that killing the project comes with a price. In a written statement, Doyle said there are real consequences for not going forward. Over 400 Wisconsin workers were scheduled to work on the project over the next several months and now face the real possibility of being laid off. Over $14 million in expenses incurred over the last 6 months will need to be paid for by Wisconsin taxpayers. And to Walker's plan to try to use the $810 million elsewhere, Doyle said, there's been talk that this money could be used for roads. That's pure fiction. There are already states lined up with rail projects waiting for us to turn back this money. And Walker today said he'll hand it over if there's no other choice.
Long term, I don't want to be stuck with that. I'd rather send that back if that was the only option out there.
Now, U.S. Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood has written to Walker to say he believes that the project will create thousands of jobs, that 30 foreign rail manufacturers have already committed to locating their base of operations in the U.S., many in idled manufacturing plants, and confirming that Wisconsin's $810 million can only be used for high-speed rail. He tells Walker that if his position doesn't change, that all goes away.
I, Scott Walker,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support
the
Constitution of the United States
and
the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of governor to the best of my ability. So help me God.
At $810 million in federal money is now on track for 13 other states. The night team's Jessica Arp has new details on the now derailed line from Madison to Milwaukee. Jess.
Well, Maria, those who campaign against the train are cheering the witch is dead tonight after the federal government chose to reallocate Wisconsin train money to other states. But supporters are in disbelief the project is actually over.
To throw it away is just mind-boggling. It is hard to get your head around a governor who would be so irresponsible, so unfeeling about the 5,000 people who could be to work in the next few months, lacking such vision about what this can mean for Wisconsin.
Governor-elect Scott Walker calls the move a win for the state.
And just we're talking about $810 million here. Where is this money now going?
To a number of other states, actually. Already Illinois announced this afternoon they're expecting $42 million for their Chicago to St. Louis rail line, but it looks like the major beneficiaries will be California, Florida, and Washington states.
All right, Jessica Arp reporting tonight. Jess, thank you very much.
That money stayed in Wisconsin for roads and bridges. I mentioned this repeatedly during the campaign that if push came to shove, even if it went to another state, it was preferable to the taxpayers of the state being fixed with a bill that far exceeded our ability to pay and would take money away from other projects in this state. So certainly disappointed that the Obama administration saw fit to send that money elsewhere.